Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Aaron Granillo.
And I'm Sierra Shipley. Thanks for tuning in.
This afternoon around 1:30, Flagstaff Police investigators responded to Knoles Elementary School in regards to a computer-generated call threatening to harm students. The call put Knoles Elementary and Sinagua Middle School on lockdown for about an hour as officers conducted a room-by-room search of the school and surrounding buildings.
While the call was quickly determined to be a hoax, this incident leads to an even deeper issue. Just yesterday, Marshall Elementary School was also put on lockdown due to these fake threats. Xavier Rangel tells us what police are doing to combat this growing issue.
It's a parent's worst nightmare. Hearing the school their child attends has been threatened and is in lockdown. But for the parents and students at Marshall Elementary School, that nightmare was a reality. At around 1 p.m., a mysterious call came directly to the school, putting students and staff on lockdown for about an hour. While the call was determined to be a hoax and no one was injured, Flag PD says this is the second call of this type to be reported in Flagstaff in less than a month. And just today, 3 more schools, Northland Prep, Knoles Elementary, and Sinagua Middle School, were put on lockdown for similar threats. Police say these calls are electronically generated, making them difficult to trace or identify any suspects. All red flags when officials are determining if a threat may be a hoax. Still, police are beginning to see a pattern.
What we know is that, surprise, Arizona received a similar call within 3 minutes of our call, which was at one of their elementary schools, and very similar in the nature of the threat.
But these cases are actually part of a growing national trend called swatting. In fact, the FBI has investigated about 400 of these calls in the past year alone. Still, Flag PD is using these recent hoax calls to refine their response tactics to actual threats.
We worked with the schools and our department to work with our policies and procedures as far as what schools do during lockdown, how we go about searching the schools. And so, if anything, this has given us a really good opportunity to rehearse what we would do if this was an actual call.
Regardless of whether a threat is credible or just another case of swatting, law enforcement refused to take it lightly. Xavier Rangel, NAZ Today.
While both of these calls remain under investigation, the Flagstaff Police Department is asking for the public's help. If you have any information that could lead to an arrest, you're asked to call Silent Witness at 928-774-6111.